But I had an interesting thing I found on social media yesterday.
What?
And I was going to bring it to you guys to see what you guys thought. So I'm not going to put her at name because I don't want to give her any pub. But she tweeted something that got a lot of attention, and I was like, we're in weird times. So she said, and I want to see if you guys agree or disagree. She said, convincing a girl you love her so she does sexual things with you is very rapey. And then, like, of course, it started, which usually happens, it started a whole, like, thread of, like, dudes being like, what? And girls being like, oh, you're a rapist and everything like that. So,
See, I was right. You were a rapist the whole
That girl
time.
did rape me. Oh. Was that where you're now going with it? Oh, sorry. I thought that's where you were going with it, Mark.
Close.
So, like, what do you guys think? Is convincing a girl that you love her so she has sex with you rapey?
No. That diminishes what rape actually is and what it, like, the people that, like go through it actually go through. It diminishes it so fucking much. Oh, I got lied to. He tricked me into, like, liking him and never did anything violent or anything like that, but he tricked me and we
And you
fucked,
consented.
and that's rape. No, it's just like this motherfucker came in, held me down, tied me up, did all this shit, and, like, had his way with me while I was, like, crying and bleeding throughout the whole shit. Compare the two. Which one's rape?
Hey, this was posted. This was posted by a woman, and a lot of
I
women
get it. I
agreed.
get, like, feeling hurt and betrayed,
Or what
but
if
that's
they-
not rape.
But what if they meant, like, it's more of a mentally kind of being forced into being raped rather than physically?
Even that mentally, because mentally, like,
Is that what you? Is that what you take from that?
I mean, I can see how people can interpret it that way, but, I mean, just playing the opposite side of Mark, but...
How dare you? We did not bring you here.
This is the misogyny hour, damn it!
Democracy.
I nod and agree with everything I say.
But no, I see Mark's point. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, if you physically force someone into sex, and yeah, that's rape. You know.
No, but even on your point with mentally, like, mentally going through actual rape is way fucking worse than mentally just someone lying to you and tricking you. Because we've all been lied to and tricked and shit like that. So
Bamboozled.
yeah, exactly. So think about those times and then think about getting raped. Similar?
Hey, man. Hey, I agree, but the easy counter to this is always we're not women.
Yeah, that's true.
So even though men can get raped too, but whatever. The reason why I wanted to bring it up was because because I thought she was like, this is usually when it comes to stuff like this, it's always like one person who's like super extreme, then people like will joke on it or be like, what are you talking about, right? But seeing how many like people agreed with that thought process, I was like, wait. So then I was like, does that mean like relationships would be rape?
Right after they end?
Yeah, so I'm like, is that rape then?
Or
Like,
just cheating on someone and then going back to the person, is that rape?
like I was thinking all these things, and then of course, like men would come in and try to like counter it. Would be like, okay, so sleeping with a man because of his money or financial status, is that rape? And then it was like a lot of like, no, that's not the question. We're not talking about that.
Oh,
it was
of course.
Like,
It's always
it was a lot of
never,
deflecting and everything like that. But I was like, no, that's a valid question. Like, is that considered rape or whatever? And it was just interesting to see, like, I was like, if this is getting this much traction on this, I'm like, are we getting into that, like, sector of the world now where, like, basically anything that is done to a woman that they don't like is considered this?
I just feel like it diminishes what
Me
actually
too.
happens. That's
And someone said it too. It was a woman argued that this diminishes what it actually is, and they argued her down as to like, no, it doesn't. Like, and I was like, what is going
obviously
on?
never been through anything close to
To
what
this
rape is,
to
yeah.
make this like the thing that you're gonna try to make similar to what this is, and I was just like, oh, that's crazy. That's weird because I'm like you said, I couldn't imagine being restrained and not able to like defend myself and having someone do something to me like that. Now just imagine someone being like, oh, but my ex lied to me and I feel the same. And you're like, what?
And no one feels bad for you, man.
Like, quit talking about it, please.
My thing is, like, you know how, like, A lot of girls know how dudes are already. You know, they'll say anything to kind of get in their pants. So.
And a lot of
Move on.
Not me. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you gotta
in
clarify
general.
it. Not me. I'm one of the honest ones. I'm one of the good ones.
but
But if I had to,
the chance arose. Nah, but a lot of dudes were saying that. A lot of dudes were like, wait. So you consented to this. You believed whatever was happening, and somehow I raped you. And like they were getting argued down, and they were being like, no, like it's they're like a lot of people were saying it's manipulation. So you were coerced into having sex, and I was like, but it's consented.
yeah, but coerce means like under stress.
Right, under duress.
Under duress, yeah,
Right.
like that. So I get.
And
I
they
get
said
why
that
they
the
wanted to make it a
manipulation
point.
makes it duress.
People get manipulated all the time for number of things. It's like it's not considered that. So I also feel like this is one of those things where like, you know, when people live like a privileged life and then like one little thing is out of place, like, oh, I'm so oppressed and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
something like that. It's just like some people that have never really gone through the shits complaining about the one little time, like, oh man, this was inconvenient to me.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna pose the same question to the people. Convincing a girl you love her so she does sexual things with you is very rapey. Do you guys consider that rape? Let us know.
I wish we could see on the live right now because I want to get
Yeah.
some like answers from that.
Oh yeah. Do you guys? I'll read it again. Convincing a girl you love her so she does sexual things with you is very rapey. Is there any truth to that statement for the people out there who are on the live listening or watching? Do you guys consider that rape? Let us know.